When a government violates domestic principles, large-scale peaceful demonstrations can send a strong message. It is a way for people to collectively demonstrate their commitment to democratic values and advocate for change without resorting to violence. The massive protests that followed the killing of Renee Good by ICE in Minneapolis were not spontaneous. It was an outburst of anger and the cumulative result of long-standing tension with the government. The demonstrations arose from the struggle to reconcile enforcement power with public trust, which has dramatically eroded. The public reaction echoes profound concern about how immigration enforcement is conducted, how federal authority is exercised, and how accountability was absent when lethal force was used by federal agents. The people in American city protest ICE are doing what must be done, albeit at a great risk. But there is no substitute for people actually pouring into the street and peacefully protesting. Public protest is not symbolic or abstract. It is a concrete action that matters greatly. As it takes much more difficult for the government to commit crimes with no accountability. The protests that followed the killing of Good were driven as much by fear and insecurity as by grief, as demonstrations spread across the country. A consistent pattern emerged across cities with very different political and social spectrums. Protesters voiced similar concern, the breakdown of law and order, and the vile behavior of the Trump administration. Continued, relentless, and frequent peaceful demonstrations are by millions from coast to coast is sine qua non for protecting our democracy and bringing an end to the nightmare that has engulfed the country. Millions of Americans, irrespective of their political orientation, race, ethnicity, or religion, who care about this country's future, must pour into the street with one message: we will never be deterred, succumb, or be intimidated, and we will remain resilient and steadfast and resort to any other peaceful means, including civil disobedience and strikes, until Trump holds his violation of our democratic principle and fully adhere to his oath of office to defend and protect the Constitution. Expressing dissent, however, is not limited to peaceful protest. Fostering open dialogue is another way for people to express dissent, and it can involve different groups, community leaders, educators, civil society, organizations, and everyday citizens can all play a role in town halls or community forums. It is about creating a venue where people share their views and listen to the others. Saving democracy is a shared duty and responsibility across society. Without meaningful avenues for accountability, public trust erodes, and protest becomes the only remaining tool available to citizens from a policy perspective. The scale of these protests point to an institutional imbalance. Enforcement systems depend not only on legal authority, but on public consent. The public, which would bear the brunt of dictatorial rules, must be the first line of defense, prepared to face any threat, intimidation, or force, and remain resilient and unwavering in their commitment to protecting our precious democratic way of life. It cannot be reiterated enough that relentless and massive public protest from coast to coast is the only way to stop this lawless Trump administration from destroying our democracy before it's too late.